Hello, hello, Hey everybody, how are you today? Welcome to Equinox, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons game starring these lovely people. It is wonderful to have you here. You know the drill. If you like what we do, hit the follow button. If you are able to, or you would like to, hit the subscribe button, because we'd love to have you as part of our wonderful spooky community. Otherwise, go find us on YouTube. You can leave comments there, or join us over there. Tell us exactly what you think should be the outcome of Richard Feynman being in the world, I guess. So, how are you guys?
No one answer.
I mean,
yeah, I think it'll be funnier if no one says anything.
Okay, none of you exist. Okay, well, with that, we don't have any players here.
I'm doing great.
Thank you, Dusty. I was about to say, if we don't have any players here, I may as well pack up and go home right now. So,
I know for a fact you are home, so don't even play that card.
yeah, well,
I'm sad because I purposely wore my new glasses and the audience can't see them.
I know, but we get to see how handsome you are.
Yeah, well, I'm
In your dark room
Lucky
with your
us.
hat covering your face.
See,
it's not dark. Can't you see with all the blue and RGB?
because of the time, it makes me sad because I can't invite all of the wonderful people I know now in the book talk community over to come and see us, because apparently all the Americans need to sleep, I've been told at some point.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm
Yeah,
wide
what
awake.
do you mean?
That's such an American thing to do.
Yes, we're talking about the lesser Americans.
Oh god.
Lesser
Hello,
American.
Elsarge. How are you? It's wonderful to have you here. Long time no see. And I feel like that's a long time no see on my behalf, not on yours. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Do we want... Wait, you know what? We'll do the recap. We've had 2 weeks off because of my work commitments, but I am back and I'm flapping free, I guess, is the quote from Fern Gully. So, yes, we have... Oh, well, I've been well. Have you guys been well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you guys been up to?
A lot of. I've been missing D&D. Most of my games have been canceled for the last few weeks, and I am happy to be here.
Yep.
I'm itching for some dice.
You're itching for some dice.
Yes.
I
Need to click the clacks.
The clickety clacks.
Jonesing.
I do have to show you. I'll just quickly send it to you guys in the Discord. I bought a bookmark, and I think for any of you, if you still like reading physical copies of books, you might actually like this little bookmark. It's a magnetic bookmark from a company called Happy Little Threads AU. But he is the best boy. He is the best protector of pages. So,
Oh my.
I told you, isn't it cute? It's a little
Yes.
it's a little dog paladin that says, "I will guard this page till you return, master." For those at home, it's so cute. So, what have you guys been up to? Have you got anything to report? Any exciting things? Any new things in the works?
Never use American healthcare.
Fair enough.
We're starting off spicy tonight.
Controversial, but okay.
Ain't nothing controversial about it. Truth.
that is just fact.
Death is referral to American healthcare at this point. God damn it.
I mean, it's still got your glasses though, so now you
Oh,
can
no.
now you
I
can
don't
see
think
death.
that's through healthcare.
Now you can see
I
death is
still pay
coming.
out of pocket.
Oh, that's fair. Anybody else? Anything else going on beyond Andrew's
The
hatred?
guy only wasn't using those glasses, so he took them.
Let's see. Do I have port? Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. I got a few little.
Nothing yet.
I got a few little things. If you guys will allow me, just a soft little moment of self-promotion.
Absolutely. Preach.
Let's start the game. Go. I know. Go.
Rude.
I'm being an asshole.
So, in the next couple of weeks, if you like horror, I will actually be starring as part of a horror podcast episode. It is called the Hellscape Horror Podcast. You can find it wherever you can find all good podcasts. And I will be taking part in the event of Till Death Do Us Part. And I actually auditioned for a couple of roles, and I got the roles of some twins in this, so I get to be in that, so that's fun. And I've also got a couple of audiobooks that I'm working on in the next few weeks, so I do stream the recording of those live on TikTok, so you can go check that out over there when you would like. But I will be recording Someone Else by Corinne Dively and The Pig Farmer's Daughter by David Parker Ross. So yeah, so that's what's on my to-do
Look at
list.
you go, huh?
I know. You should definitely check me out over there. So yeah. Not that you guys ever do, let's be honest. I think, actually, no, that's not true. I'm being unfair, Clint. As per usual, I'm forgetting you. You do follow my stuff. Yeah. So yeah, if you like horror, go check out the Hellscape. They are essentially, if you are of an age that you can remember the old audio plays, they're kind of like that, except horror. So, woo. But beyond that, so if we're gonna get into some fun stuff, who actually remembers what happened 2 weeks ago? We'll let you do the recap before I do the news.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
boy.
what didn't happen?
What didn't happen?
Okay, so when last we left our heroes, the gang had finally reached the what's it called? Airport. I'm just gonna call it airport for the purpose of this. To take off on the airship to finally get on with our launch as the new heroes of the Gamma Squad. So things went down. The ship arrived sooner than it was supposed to, due to some finagling with the engine that someone may or may not have done. And not only that, but while we were being given instruction, somebody jumped from the ship sooner than they were supposed to. Like, much sooner than they were supposed to.
Two someones, actually.
Well, once someone went to go save the first someone.
I don't think that was what they were actually doing, were they?
No.
Not at the start. No, they both went at the same time. One just had
Yeah.
to bail the other one out.
That's incorrect because I followed Steven's character Namo over the edge. I did not go first. I went after him.
There you go.
So I waited
Yeah.
for him to go, and then I went because it would. I kind of presumed it would be a bad idea for just one of us to jump off.
Indeed.
Yep.
Technically, you're right.
That someone was, in fact, Namo that jumped far too soon. And it ended up being a mini little adventure situation on its own, just getting him back and now putting together a story to make us not look absolutely incompetent to the media.
Which I think, I mean, Warlock managed his power pose really, really well, and so did Wicked, but no one saw Wicked's.
Wicked had a
Yes.
fantastic landing, but unfortunately,
There was no drone.
there was no drone for some reason, and Warlock had a new chest piece
Yep.
that was unrelated.
Yep. And recorded a conversation which some of you have. Wait, for those, I don't think any of you know that Warlock has a recording
No.
device inside him.
Yep.
So.
No, I swear we do because last time we asked him to give us
Yeah.
Wicked's jump because he did catch Wicked's landing on his recording device.
So
We were aware of it, and we had a lot of implications of
you guys might
what
be in
was
trouble.
required to be deleted.
Yes.
No, actually, I didn't actually catch the landing because I was too busy pulling the drone apart and fitting it.
But we definitely, well, at least Habaru had a conversation with
Yes.
Warlock about what needed to be deleted, so we're definitely aware of the recording device.
Yes. There we go. Thank
Yeah.
you for that.
We definitely know it's there.
It's a shame it's gone up to the cloud.
Yeah, well, we didn't
Yes.
check on that one.
This is not going to come and bite you in the ass at all, is it, anyone?
Never.
Never. Never.
No.
In other news, we also know where a collector card of Richard Feynman turned up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's terrible that the past knows that Feynman existed. So that's a thing that's happened. However, is there anything else you guys would like to add?
We met the director of the whatever forces on the ship on the way back. He told Namo to straighten up and fly right, basically. And Namo begrudgingly, I guess, agreed and went along with the story and sort of made out like
Oh, yeah.
He
The
played
government
ball.
Racist.
he played ball with what they wanted him to say to the media,
Yep.
and then I think promptly fucked off. He just went elsewhere.
Yeah.
After that.
He has
And
gone to do
then-
business somewhere else just for the next few hours.
Yeah, and I'm in a neck brace at the moment. I think
No.
potentially I'm no longer because I got healed or something.
Yeah, you
I was in a neck brace when we came out of the ship, though.
I believe you did manage to rejoin the group eating pudding out of a cup.
Yeah, I went to like a recovery tent or whatever, like a hospital, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then where I just took hospital food and then
Rejoined them.
came back with hospital food.
Yes, I believe that sounds about right. So, with that, are we ready for the 11 a.m. news?
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be the 11 a.m. news
Alright.
either. It's not the 11 a.m. news because I think we said it was 3 hours, wasn't it?
Dusty, don't forget that you get your inspiration for that one.
You do.
Hey,
Give me a second to figure this out.
so inspired this morning.
We were closer to the 3
Oh,
p.m.
yeah.
news.
We got like interviewed by her.
Yeah, we did.
right.
You
We
did.
physically got interviewed by
What's her name? Do you remember?
Elijah
Uh,
Stormwood.
It is not
hold
Elijah
on.
Stormwood.
Hold on. I might have it. Hold on.
I don't think I've ever written down
No,
her
I
name.
don't. I don't have it.
Well, you're
I'm not
about
gonna
to
figure my own character's names. I'm not gonna remember other people's
you're about to
names.
hear it anyway in the news. So are you ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Misty Challenger, is it?
That's it. Mr. Challenger.
Thanks, guys.
You haven't said anything yet. There was just silence, and I was like, I think I remember it.
Good afternoon, Moonblight. I'm Misty Challenger, and you're joining me for the 3 p.m. news. The Imperium's newest Omega squad has returned from a successful first mission. According to sources, the supply train from Termina was beset by demonic forces, with enemy imps attempting a hijacking. The following skirmish left new Omega members, Richard Feynman and Namo, with serious injuries, and they have been taken to Green Hill Community Hospital. Both are expected to make a full recovery and will be joining their squad within the next few hours. We thank them for their honourable service. The public is making calls to investigate the catacombs of the Carpe Librum Athenaeum following reports that suspected criminal, Professor Mina Bessinger, has been conducting experiments there. Reports state that there has been a rise in shade activity after the arrest of the professor, and it has been noted that the area may be dangerous. Civilians are cautioned to avoid the area, and if they have any concerns or suspicions, please contact Nave Stoppers. Health advocates are advised that the local food drive is taking place at 5 p.m. to provide food to those in need. This is an ongoing charity event that takes place daily at the Leviathan Shrine, and priests are sending out the call to those who wish to volunteer. It is a great opportunity to help the communities most in need. The weather proves to remain clear and will do so for the rest of the week, with humidity reaching highs of 60%. For more news, entertainment, weather, and traffic updates, please follow us on Facebook, Hex, TwigTalk, and Hextagram. Otherwise, join me for the news at 6. I'm Misty Challenger for 606.9 PMB, home of your local news. And with that, you guys, where would have you headed after you had your time on the rail station?
I believe the Blue Moon Tavern, based on the map. But I suspect that we wouldn't not get away with taking Wicked to a tavern, to be honest, because
Well, we would probably need to go to the Jackrabbit Diner, right? To go to the Inquisitorial headquarters to file a report / hopefully get paid.
that second one is a stretch, but file a report probably. Yeah, and I just don't see a world where after a mission goes wrong that Wicked isn't going to drink her sorrows away.
So, Wicked, where would you like to lead the group without checking on their wishes first?
Let's see. Has the paparazzi began leaving us alone now?
Yes, they have. They have begun to disperse.
All right. And this is the day after. Nah, too early for the white fox.
So as
Blue Moon had a nice.
You
Actually,
go-
where about would the railway drop us off?
the railway
Well, I guess it
actual
doesn't matter, doesn't it?
the actual terminal for the railway is down here. Which, if I shift click, it's down this area here.
Again, I keep forgetting this. The next day.
There we go.
Ish.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. This is same day.
Same
Different
day. Same day of the encounter. Same day as your mission. You have arrived back.
All right.
Feynman has sauntered back up to you now that they have let him go, so that he is less likely to be paid attention by the paparazzi, returning neck deep in a pudding cup.
Why don't we just go to headquarters?
Was that
Deal
let him go
with-
or kicked him out?
Could be both.
I ate all of their pudding.
Yeah, I think it's more kicked out.
So I was let go in the worst sense of the word.
So actually, what they
You
did was
roll
they
like-
just they put pudding cups out in a trail so you would follow them out.
Look, the
were
term "get the hell
unleashed.
out" was said a lot.
Yep.
Don't come back. Maybe once
Yeah.
or twice.
Well, because you were no longer injured, they had mostly healed you. Not that you needed healing anyway, but they had kept you for observation, was what the official statement was. But you were fine. The only
Yeah.
reason you had a neck brace and were photographed in a neck brace is because you pestered them until they gave you one.
I found a neck brace on the medical transport.
Oh yeah, he
I
found
just,
one. And
I
put
just
it on
started
himself.
inventing. I was like told that I needed to look hurt,
Yep.
so I made myself look hurt.
Yep.
I
Okay.
know what's good.
Yeah, let's go to Inquisitorial headquarters.
All right, it has a shortcut to the Blue Moon anyway.
Yeah,
Ricky?
yeah.
Richard,
What is
hey
up?
Richard, did you beat up Namo like I said, like I asked you?
I punched him a couple of times. He shot at me. I ran
Thank
away.
you. Sorry about that.
Orders are
but thank
orders.
you. Yeah, I feel a little bad about it now, thinking back, but
You really feel bad?
a little. I could have been more specific.
Yeah, give him a left jab, not a right jab.
All right. Let's file this in, and then I need to forget about this.
Come on, let's go sing to the choir, and then we'll go, I don't know, drink the rest of the day away or something.
Did the Blue Moon have karaoke?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
I wanted to karaoke.
That is okay. Come on, bud.
Wait.
Let's do one thing at a time.
Wait. The food drive's today too.
Do we don't need to do anything with the food drive, do we? I mean, unless anyone here is wanting to.
I mean, no one needs to do a food drive, but it's nice.
Yeah. But let's go to headquarters first.
Right, one thing at a
See
time.
how long that's gonna take, and then we'll go about the rest of our day.
We'll close out the day with drinks.
Yeah.
You leave and go out the front of the railway station, and you see that there is a sleek, large, black van waiting for you.
Oh.
Oh.
You watch as Calliope gets out and opens the back door, which is essentially opens up to the back part of the van, which is mostly cleared out, which would be for wheelchair users, or in this case, Warlock to enter. He takes up a bit more room than the rest of you guys.
Allie!
Hello. Don't say
I'm sorry
anything.
about-
Don't say anything. We're still in public.
Yeah, okay.
In we get. In we get.
Warlock just looks at the limo.
Oh, it's a van. It's not a limo.
Well, a limo van.
Fine, it's a Hummer
Humble
for the
cat.
yeah, Hummer limo.
And he just goes, negative.
He just pats Warlock on the shoulder. It's okay, buddy. I know. This is your shtick, and they're taking it from you.
He goes behind the van.
And transforms.
Yeah, your voice changer just turned on.
Oh, man.
At the end of that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. So he just transforms
There we
into
go.
the van.
All right. So we're still traveling as the purple van, are we? Got it. All right.
Affirmative.
Well, the rest of you. In we get.
I'll join you.
Aubrey will climb into the provided van. You can't ask a car. That's Roland. You can't ask a car to get in another car. It'll make him feel weird.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
You are aware he's not a vehicle. He's an automaton with vehicular abilities.
I'll take a long, hard look at Warlock as she's saying this. I mean, yes, but also no.
And, I mean, with that logic, how do you transport vehicles anyway? With other vehicles?
Right, but most of those vehicles don't get a chance to say anything.
That's because they're not sentient, they're a vehicle, Habaru.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. He doesn't like that.
He's not a vehicle, he's a person.
I'm saying he doesn't like being in other cars.
I suppose. I mean, as somebody who frequently piggybacks, off of others, it is what it is.
I feel like you're going to be saying that a lot with us. It is what it is.
Unfortunately, I think you might be right.
All right. Speaking of speaking, let's do that in the car.
Warlock, do you have a communications device that we might be able to communicate with you also, so you're not missing out on the conversation?
That is correct.
Oh, good. All right, everybody in, let's go. Oh, she's counting as you guys are getting in. Where is Namo?
He mentioned something about hitting a bottle or hitting someone with a bottle, or maybe both.
Oh, right.
He
No.
stumbled off.
My notes here was that he was injured. I suppose it is probably best he is getting looked over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so in we get. She waits, she carefully makes sure that, Feynman, you've got your wings folded in. Should hate to catch them in the door.
Oh, that sounds awful.
There is no Feynman, there is only Zul.
I didn't have a response to that. I mean, it's nice. But, yeah, continue.
Just a smooth brain, head empty, no thoughts.
Well, we're about to get reamed. I don't want to be the one to start any conversations, right?
Oh.
I know what's going on. I'm not privy to where this is going, you know?
Shotgun.
No, I think we're already in the back of Shane.
You're already in the back of him. She climbs in with you because it is.
Oh my.
Oh, it's the car phone.
Oh.
You watch as Calliope gets in and she presses the button to put it on speaker, makes sure that the front window panel is up, so separating you from the driver. She crosses her.
Driver.
Yeah, she's a driver.
We
Hardly.
are now conferenced.
Do not.
Hardly know him.
Yeah. As you take off and start heading across the city, Calliope just fixes you. Habaru. Hello, Urians. Thank you for the raid. She fixes you, Habaru, with a very unnerving stare as her pallid, ethereal, orb-like eyes stare at you. Care to tell me what happened?
Some members of the team were overexcited, but hey, it works in our, I guess, your favor.
Namely, Namo jumped way early for some reason.
Well,
I haven't bothered asking why, but you can understand that Richard then took
Got
that as a
excited.
cue to jump with him.
Jumped with him, yeah.
Well, I suppose I do have to applaud your enthusiasm. Luckily, we did manage to catch the early footage and make sure that, well, it doesn't look like he was pushed.
No pushing?
I mean, is there proof of that?
What do you mean proof that we didn't push him?
I'm just asking. Obviously, it was brought up that we have not given you the adequate training yet, and so we may not have performed the accurate profiles. I just want to make sure that no one in the group is harboring any negative sentiments to other kind.
I mean,
Um,
I might have upset Namo. I may have been a bit vague about how beat up he's supposed to be and just told Richard to beat him up.
this was after the fact, so I don't think we need to worry too much about that. But
He's unlikely to press
Yeah.
charges.
be awkward if he did. I'm actually glad you brought up the whole other kindness that you mentioned because yeah, I didn't realize that was something the government cared about.
They have been known to wield a lot of influence in the political sphere. There have been expressed concerns that, considering the Court of Midnight Jewels connections, that perhaps they may be influencing some of the decisions on the political landscape. We just want to make sure that that reach isn't overextending.
No. Not at all.
No,
As much as I would love to say some snafus that were caused on this mission were outside forces, it was all natural, I think.
Well,
very internal.
from what I could tell, Mr. Feynman here saved the day. Looked like an absolute rock star. We are so glad that we put him in your team. He managed a flawless execution, made you look good. It didn't take much wrangling of the media to make sure that you ended up coming out of this smelling of roses.
As you're describing that, Feynman did his job very well, Habaru is leveling a very intense gaze upon Richard Feynman for all of the tomfuckery that he has caused over the course of the last 24 hours.
You can't be mad. I was good.
Yes, you did a good job, Richard.
Unfair to be mad.
I'd like to correct your statement. I do not smell of roses.
We can get an air freshener for that then.
Can we get a new car?
No, we don't need a new car. We have a good one.
No,
with
new
us.
car smell. We get
Oh.
an air freshener. I want new car.
Warlock, do you have a preference for flavor?
New car.
I'm afraid I was unaware that my smell offended you.
Well, see, now you just kind of offended him.
He didn't sound offended. He sounded like he wanted to do better for us.
Talking about not causing offense, it has been brought to my attention that some of you brought up some conversations questioning the goodness of the Imperium.
Yeah.
I level a very ironic gaze at Habar.
Yeah, I may have asked some questions because why the fuck are we being asked to kind of, make life difficult for anyone who is demon-blooded or other-blooded, which, not the biggest fan of that phrase, let me tell you that.
They have caused numerous amounts of problems in the outer reaches. Until the Imperium stepped in, there was a high rate of crime, there was issues with violence, and making sure it was just complete chaos, where the living and the dead that live down here, well, trying to find a peace between them was difficult. The demons were not willing to work with us into hoping that unity and cohesion. So many of the demon lords have gone into hiding, and they send small splinter cells out to harass resource trains and all sorts of things.
And I got no problem with you condemning these lords, but it sounds like the Imperium has a problem with the average Joe Schmo, people who are just living their lives, not causing any harm in the grand scheme of things.
Have we shown
based
any
off of-
level of prejudice towards them? I mean,
the fact that we are being specifically asked, hey, we're gonna talk specifically about the demon-blooded.
well, we
and
were
it's
hoping
kinda
that you
the-
would. Why else would we put Namo and Wicked on your team to promote peace? And that, obviously, to not expect all demon-blooded to be bad people.
We might want to talk with some of the inquisitorial officials on how they present info, because they're making it sound like some really weird stuff.
Oh, really? Like what?
I mean, aren't I great company?
She
I'm
takes.
sorry, I didn't hear that. What?
She takes out a notepad.
Is it-
But Wicked.
I mean, aren't I great company?
I think that was to you, Habaru.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Ah, your microphone didn't pick up. So in terms of those expressing harmful stereotypes and opinions, exactly what was expressed?
God, I wish this wasn't 2 weeks ago, or I would really have the notes, or I would have more vivid memory of it.
I don't remember picking anything up. It could just be the 2 weeks.
Well, part of the concern is, one, again, focusing on people who are other-blooded. Again, don't like that term. But also the fact that we're saying an attacked by this group that is evil happened to us, but it really didn't happen. And that's something I'm not too thrilled about, to be lying about something that didn't happen, that upsets people.
And so you would have liked trust in the Imperium to be damaged by
Holy
your
shit.
team's
No.
potential
We're not
incompetence?
no. We're not doing this fucking... Oh, so what you're really saying... No, we're not fucking doing this. Okay? What I'm saying is, the Imperium's doing stuff I don't like, but contractually, because I've signed the paper, I can't really do much shit about. You know my feelings on this. It doesn't change anything.
So what you're saying is you don't want to be seen doing good?
Oh my gosh.
Lady, we didn't do any good. You're saying a fight happened that didn't happen.
Callie, I love you, but come on. He's just saying he doesn't like lying to people.
Well, he shouldn't have to. That's why we hired you, Wicked.
So I can go tell the press that no attack actually happened on that ship.
Oh no, if you're not going to be the front line to the press, you don't speak at all.
Yeah, that's me.
It's the lie, though. Even if I don't tell a single person, I'm telling myself this lie. That, oh, there was an attack on this ship. No, there fucking wasn't.
Well, don't you just want to do good for the people and help them and help keep peace?
But that's not helping them, though. You're furthering the narrative of this war that, for all I know at this point, may not actually be happening.
It is happening. I've seen it firsthand.
Right, and you have seen it firsthand, but for the average citizen of the Imperium, how much of what they're being told is true, based off of today's events? And this is for something really stupid. Like, oh, we got our new squad of licensed heroes who had a snafu. Quick, let's cover it up. What other key events might be covered up that the average person isn't gonna know?
All right, back
It's-
to the other
Yeah,
side.
it's not anything that's gonna be solved today. Again,
Not to be
contractually, I won't do anything that's gonna be harmful. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
I mean, yeah. Just Habru. I mean, that's just government.
Yeah.
They just have to. We just have to keep things away from the public to keep the peace. Sometimes. I mean, yes, this is a small, seemingly trivial thing, but it has ripples. It has meaning to it.
It's better to keep the public mildly fearful of small things than constantly in the fear of the big things. The Archdemon Lords are very powerful, their armies are vast. The fact that we have driven them back as far as we can we don't want the public getting overconfident that the demons are gone.
Also, I think Boo, I think your mic is cutting out a bit.
Oh
True.
dear. We don't want that. Please don't do that.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. We don't want the public becoming overconfident that the demons are gone when we know they're not.
Probably the first time I've ever heard a government official say they don't want the people confident.
Well,
And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to.
back in the
Start an
day, there were
argument,
chain
but-
demons and Baelors and all sorts. Out in the fields of purgatory, we're talking shades, shadows, all number of shadow beasts that were just roaming rife. In the last 100 years, we have taken care of a lot of that. But part of that is why keeping confidence in the Imperium is so important. We also
Right.
make sure that we hire people with vast backgrounds and histories from all over the plains so that the average person can take hold of their own fate and believe that they can be part of the solution.
Okay.
But I do have to apologize. I did send you out on this mission sooner than I probably should have. You were right. You should have had more training. Which is why we do have a couple of things we want you to look into over the next 24 hours.
Ooh,
One of
do
them
tell.
One of them is clearly the food drive. It is very good to be seen helping out at the Leviathan Shrine. The Alotisama is very, very organized in wanting to make sure that the public is feeling the cohesion of peace between the living and the dead. And Leviathan is the great bridge between the living and the dead. So it is important for you to be seen there.
Nice. Now even more reason to be there.
Yes, to make sure that everything goes smoothly, when you get there, I will need you to report to the head guard of the Sunwalkers, Captain Aaron Cash.
I didn't realize you all had Sunwalkers here.
The Elotisama, yes. I mean, the one who began the church, he, well, heavily believed in the path of light.
Could you give me that name again?
Which name?
The Sunwalker guy?
Her name is Captain Aaron, Aerin, Cash. Like money.
Cash money.
Yep. I love the fact that Feynman's so quiet in the background, Kevin.
What do you want me to do?
Okay,
People
yeah,
are talking.
fine.
I'm not like just here to interrupt.
Oh, no. I just think it's funny because I know that you know exactly who.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought you were just trying to rag on me for not talking enough. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Let the people have their time.
He's just
I
being
love-
a good player.
I
Boo.
love the fact that I mentioned the Path of Light and the Sunwalkers, and it has two very different reactions within two people of this group.
Yeah. And I'm sorry,
Well,
real
three.
quick, just to make sure, we're being sent to the local food drive to kind of just be a presence and just kind of say, like, gosh,
Yeah, she's telling you to go to the food drive to be good people to help those in need and volunteer.
okay.
You know, so you're not lying about doing good.
Oh, trust me, we're already lying about that, whether we want to or not. Okay.
The next thing that we would like you to do, and you can do this sometime this evening, or if you would prefer, you can do it tomorrow. We would like you to go to the Carpe Librum Athenaeum and investigate the reports of noises and shades that seem to be haunting the catacombs.
Oh, right. We heard something about that.
Yes.
The professor got arrested now, hasn't she?
Yes, she was. Thankfully, Cyan and his group did manage to bring her in. At this stage, I believe she is being held on suspicions of consorting with demons. We raided her house and there was heavy evidence of demonic artifacts found. And some of them were even reportedly, allegedly, some of the missing stolen items.
Oh, from the other professors. From the,
It's crazy. We were in her house. We were in.
Yes,
Wait, did we talk to this professor?
Do we have any information on who is taking care of the owl?
Yeah, Professor Mina was the lady with the owl and the
Yes.
like scary statue and the Book of Horrors thing.
Yes.
Wait.
The thing I literally called a book of horrors.
Wait, she's the one who was arrested?
Yeah. No, we literally met the person who was arrested and said to have been, I guess, heavily implicated in crimes
How?
against the Imperium.
Okay. Do you, by chance, know anything about the other squad's investigation into this? How it ran? Because we spoke to this woman, because her house was reported as broken into. We took a look around. I mean, nothing really jumped out at us as, oh. Well, then again, I don't think anyone.
Shrewd investigators as we are, yeah.
Yeah, shrewd investigators.
Well, something did jump out at someone, but they didn't pay attention to it.
I didn't believe in it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're right. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, never mind. But yeah, like, what does our handler know how the other squad's investigation went? Like, just roughly.
I believe that Gamma Squad did go there, and they did some arcane investigation. And it was confirmed that she does have some worrying sub-arcane traces of very dark necromancy lingering around the house. It seems to leave a presence. That and
We were there for several hours, and I did not see a single present.
these several
For several hours.
corpses of missing
Several hours for Feynman. He met a
Se-
soulmate in that journey.
and the corpses of several missing tradesmen were found in her basement.
That is more unsettling.
Oh, that's okay. That's more my speed of what I understand. Okay,
Yes.
I'm a blacksmith, not a wizard. I understand what's in front of me.
Yes. Apparently there was quite a number of corpses that she had hidden down there.
Ah, that's.
Her owl was caught feeding from them.
Oh, not
Look.
Mr. Bessinger.
Her husband.
Was
From
her husband's corpse among them, by the way?
no, it wasn't. Mr. Bessinger has been interred for some time now. We had to double check he was where he was laid to rest.
She mentioned something about the owl being her husband or something. I don't know. That was. She said that to Feynman, and Feynman tried to take the owl. And I don't know why you tried to take someone else's owl.
He wanted to be my owl.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that has weird implications now, considering what we now know.
Oh yeah, it does. Huh. Well,
Ooh,
Richard
Scary.
was just taking evidence.
Richard, you might have been murdered.
how do you know you're not dead right now?
I frankly don't. It'll always be a mystery.
yeah.
Wicked,
So go to
Wicked pinches Richard.
Now, I've got quite hard scales, so I don't feel anything, and that's gonna spook me.
So
Oh, your skin is so cold. Oh no.
I think he's dead!
No,
I'm definitely
weirdly, I will say this. Feynman actually radiates heat.
It's okay. Your body's very warm.
Okay.
I believe we have discussed this, Kevin, that you're slightly unnaturally warm.
Yeah, I'm unnaturally warm.
Wow, you're
that
very
does
alive.
track.
Yeah, you're suddenly remembering the backstory we talked about.
I do remember this now. Yeah, it should feel like I have a fever.
hmm
Like that's how warm I should be, but like I don't think I'm clammy. I'm just
No, you're just hot.
Sounds so nice.
just like warm.
Yeah, it's like one of those little
Wow.
hot pouches that you want in your pockets in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Richard, you're like very alive.
More alive than you've ever been.
Wicked.
That's
Everyone who's in the car, roll me a perception, because it is slightly dark in this interior with the very heavily blacked out windows.
Well, A.L.I.S.O.N.
You know what? Even you don't. I mean,
Whoa.
Feynman, it's a surprise to you too. Shit. Habaru, it takes you a little longer to realize it, but Wicked, you and Feynman, it takes you a second, but you realize Feynman is ever so slightly glowing.
I forgot about this. I was like, we talked about it the first time we get into somewhere that's dark, and it's like, oh, it's dark.
Yep.
Yeah, like a little.
Habaru, you've been very distracted, but
definitely-
you do realize now that Wicked has made mention of how warm Feynman is, you do realize he has a very, very soft glow to him.
Just a faint yellow. It's like, you know when you have a glow stick, but it's like well past its prime?
Ah, gotcha.
It's on the cusp.
Yeah,
It's on the cusp. It's exactly like that.
I forgot that's how you want to describe it.
That's how I wanted to describe it. It's like a glow stick that's past its prime.
Habaru will kind of blink at him a few times, and then probably turn back to the handler, deciding, I can't deal with this shit right now.
Whatever the hell is going on with Feynman is not my
Feynman
problem.
glows, big whoop. He could probably eat uranium for all I care.
Maybe
Probably has
maybe it is uranium.
That's what's happened. That rock was just radioactive.
So the main thing with the catacombs is there's just weird noises, right? There's only concerns about shades and other demons.
Well,
There's no actual confirmed sightings.
not of demons. There have been confirmation of spirits, ghosts, and it was brought to our attention after several of the assistant librarians didn't rock up to their shifts.
Okay. If we're dealing with spirits and ghosts, do we need to bring anything special for our weapons, or are we good just to hack and slash?
Well, mostly we'd just like you to investigate first. If it's just ethereal entities, you should be okay.
Do they need any permits?
I don't believe so. You've got your Imperial badges.
No, I mean that. Whatever the hell they are.
He's asking if the spirits need permits to exist.
Yeah.
Well, they're waiting for...
Where's your existing license?
Technically, being in purgatory, they are waiting for their permits.
Ah.
Bureaucracy takes its time.
They're just waiting in the wrong place.
For those who want some reference,
Oh.
essentially the whole of purgatory is just a giant DMV.
Oh, the worst type of purgatory.
So investigate the catacombs and see if we're dealing with actual shadows or just some spiritual squatters.
Yes. We did find that after we separated the professor and the owl, there were some issues. And against our better judgment, we did take the professor's advice to keep him caged down there.
The owl's down there?
Yes. He seemed to calm
I know
right
what
down.
we're doing first.
I'm sure he's very calm. And not causing any problems down there.
Well, I would think that whatever processes we have the Scarlet Magisterium looking into the processes that she may have been undertaking in terms of necromantic practices, and we've been assured that providing that she isn't able to complete her link with whatever she was doing, it should be fine.
Okay. Just another day on the job, I guess.
I've also been told that this coming weekend you will be expected at the big game. We got you box seats.
Which game?
The faux ball game.
Oh,
The
nice.
The faux prix?
I'm gonna ask for Namu, who is currently not here. Is there a liquor bar, and is it fully stocked?
You will not be expected to drink.
We
What
will
does
be
not
not
expected to drink mean? As in, do you mean to say it is expected that we will not drink?
You won't be expected to drink. I think you can understand what I mean by that.
Oh.
No, I'm stupid, Tegan. I didn't understand.
I
She's-
think she's implying that they don't want us to drink.
Yes, but she doesn't
Okay.
want to straight out say, you're
Ooh.
alcoholics, don't drink.
What? Only one of us is an alcoholic. Well, actually, two of us. Oh shit, that's two more than I wanted to say.
Just for a record, they have been instructed to, the box staff there have been instructed not to provide you with either alcohol or allow you to gamble.
Oh, sweet. There are no requirements on if we can bring our own or not. Roll for smuggling.
No, you cannot search check my hip flask. This is part of my security detail, alright?
It is a critical component of my kit.
To ensure everyone else's safety.
This is my service flask.
It is my service class.
It's my
Luckily,
support
I
liquor.
went for Jedi Monk instead of Drunken Monk.
Oh, and finally, tonight we want you to spend at least 2 hours down in the dock district patrolling the alleyways to make sure that nothing untoward is going to happen.
2 hours.
Hang on. I thought we were getting training, not a bunch of homework.
What do you think training is?
Someone who's working with us? Like, what does patrolling look like? What do you want us to do during the patrol?
Why do you think I'm getting you to meet with Captain Cash this afternoon?
Okay.
She will take you through your paces. Hopefully nothing happens, but if you have to fight a catbox mimic, then so be it.
You?
I thought Captain Cash was going to pay us. Hence the name.
Oh, no. Don't worry. Officer Stab will be doing that once we get to the headquarters.
Officer Stab.
I was going to... Has the good officer ever considered going by an alias?
Why? It's a very well-established goblinoid name.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Navarro.
Goblin. Okay.
Now who's being insensitive?
Do I also need to put you down for the same sensitivity training that we're going to be sending squad leader Gregoria to?
I think that he is actually showing very large sensitivity by not assuming someone with the name Stab is a goblin.
Richard
Come on,
Feynman.
Morrow, step up there.
Let's
Man.
talk about something else.
Okay. And we need to get this all done tonight.
Within the next 24 hours. You can do it in whatever order you like, but between the hours of 12 and 2, you will be expected down at the docks. Sober.
And it's currently 3.
Oh,
It is currently
I missed-
3... well, it's closer to 3:30 by now.
Well, you pardon my non-specificity on that one, but I was looking at the sun to determine what time it was. I do not have a watch.
Points
It
out
is-
a window and
It is
looks
hair
outside.
past Freckle.
I
is
do
about-
not have the facilities to use a watch.
he's just very good
12
at
to
guessing
2
based on the
a.m.
sun.
Right.
Spend a lot of
Now
my
you're
time
blind because
looking
you've
at
been
the
looking
sun.
at the sun.
Yeah, look, I spent a lot of my time looking at the sun.
You just burn out your retinas.
We're needed down at the dock at the AM time, correct?
12 a.m. I don't...
No, we needed there 3 hours ago.
No.
No,
No.
the other one, Richard.
I mean, if you would like to have done it 3 hours ago, we can visit the Department of Chronomancy.
No. I've heard horror stories about people messing with time. No, thank you.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah,
Professor...
that won't be necessary.
I'm sure Professor Adelia would be more than happy to help you.
I said no, thank you.
All right. If you're sure.
We're okay.
Most crime is carried out during the darkest times of the day.
Yes, which is why we will expect, Mr. Feynman, you may have to cover up.
What?
Cover up.
The man's decent.
I'm wearing my finest robes, I'll have you know.
The man glows.
Faintly.
Yeah, he faintly glows.
I'll be
You
in
are
this.
very shiny.
We're on a patrol. I'll be flying anyway. No, I'll be in the sky. Don't worry about it.
So you are glowing. I thought you were just. I thought I was crazy.
I just chose to ignore it.
I thought you
Don't
were
think
just like
he's a
really.
giant, like firefly up in the sky.
I thought you were just like really shiny. I mean, you are,
Nah,
but
I am shiny. I am gold, but I can't remember if we established that this was a thing I was just aware of, Tegan, or if it just started.
Oh, you're a rare type. You're shiny.
I think I
I'm
left it up to
shiny
you.
Pokemon.
I think I left it up to
I
you.
think I'm aware that I've started glowing.
Yeah.
I'll say that I've
My God.
noticed a
My
faint
God,
glow.
it's a rare foil, Richard. We got to get him graded.
It's a misprint. All right,
Dang
so
it,
it's
that's- you kept us
3:30
from
in
ends.
9 hours. We've got to go down to the dock, give or take.
What? Okay.
Be
so
there
what
or
it
be
sound-
square, Habar.
What it sounds like we should do. Go do.
Well, the food drive's at 5 p.m.
We should do that first.
That's in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Was there anything we could do within an hour and a half before that?
You can grab lunch.
I agree.
Certainly. Also, Mr. Warlock, it's been stated that the company would like to just replace some of your nanobots to update them to make sure that the color cohesion is the way that it should be.
Please further explain.
I was gonna say, what do you mean by color cohesion?
We did have to report your serial number to Wyatt Abaddon, and they've said that to keep you on staff, we need to make sure that you're carrying the latest updates in nanobot technology for your camouflaging receptors. We've noticed that you're just a little patchy.
Affirmative.
Wonderful. Also, they want to make sure that you're equipped with all the parts necessary, considering your particular model isn't exactly first designed for vehicular transportation.
Wait, you weren't always able to turn into a van?
I was originally a garbage disposal unit.
Yeah, couldn't figure that one out.
Oh. I actually couldn't.
I have built myself.
Some might just say you're built different.
After the train, all I can think is,
Different-
he's built Ford tough.
Oh yeah.
Y'all built
What do you
different, I'm
mean?
just built wrong.
What do you mean by different?
Built incorrect.
Some might say built wrong. What do you think built different means? Now that we're having this conversation.
I have followed the diagram that was before me and designed myself upon that.
Right, but how many of those other units that worked as trash compactors can do what you do?
None that I am aware of.
Exactly.
You're
They're built
self-
Most are
different.
still trash compactor and don't have legs.
Yeah,
You're
you're built
s-
different.
You're a self-made warlock, Warlock.
Gang.
That is correct.
All right. Let's go get food before I get hungry as Feynman.
That's never gonna happen.
Oh, wait. When are we getting paid? Like, is this like a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing?
You get paid after your mission. There's no point in paying you before, in case you.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and even then,
Okay.
depending on the matter of your passing, if you go into the next state of being, you're paid into your future services fund that go onto your reincarnation trust.
Break something I'll never access. Cool. Where's our money?
When we arrive in the next few minutes, you can go into the administration office and speak to Officer Stab.
Excellent.
I feel like Habaru, I feel like I figured that one out. You know me, I'm slow. But I distinctly remember being scared of the name Stab.
Yeah, keep up, Habaru.
Are you scared of the name stab or the word stab?
I'm scared of the implication.
Let's go visit Officer Stab.
It's an electrolyte, and it's sugar free.
Just for reference, is he called Stab
Probably not good for you to
because
have
that's
that,
what he
though.
does?
No, that's his name.
When I was sneaking past the dog.
Noted.
You don't need it though. What's wrong? You want to listen?
All right, and I
Okay.
guess we just complete our journey to administration.
Okay,
Yes.
so the van pulls up out the front. Warlock, you pull up the curb next to it, behind it, should I say? And yeah, Calliope gets out, opens the door for you.
I thought that was a hairdresser for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
And
10-foot tall warlock.
so as you get out, Calliope says to you, Wicked, don't forget, 5 p.m., the Leviathan Shrine.
Right. All right, boys, let's get paid and then get lunch.
Yep. Hey, before I forget, if anyone needs any gear serviced, I can look over it. And I guess that technically goes for you as well, Warlock. I'm not a mechanic proper, but any basic buffing out or general repair, I should be able to
I
help you
also
with.
have knowledge in these areas.
Okay. Just in case there's like any angles you can't really see or reached into, I can help you with.
I hate that. I'm sorry.
No. It wasn't weird until you made it. How dare you?
So while you talk about Warlock's angles and curves, you make your way into the Imperium. Vroom.
Robots and disguise.
I
So-
mean, not really disguise.
No,
You enter.
he is
you-
shorter though.
he is shorter.
Wait, what size is he now? Was he not just a van?
No, he went from van to 10 foot to down to 6 foot.
Ah, okay.
This
so-
microphone's
It's a
working,
process,
so
man.
pick it up. And this is on the internet. Okay. So
One day we'll
Get
streamline
rushed.
it,
you'll be-
but you know, right now it's just step 1, step 2, step 3.
yeah, I'll show you.
Ooh, maybe that could be your next goal for your any upgrades that you have for yourself, Warlock. Make it so you can go directly from one to the next.
I think our goal
Noted.
is for him to master driving.
Hey, he drives really well.
You just
training
went
to
the wrong way.
disagree.
Yeah, but he learnt about the trains now. Got that squared away.
Sure.
So
Isn't that right, Warlock? You're not gonna hit another train, are you?
Or get hit by a
That is
train.
correct.
I should hope
Hey.
not. That was very expensive.
All right. Administration.
yes. So you make your way into the front reception area. You can see in this white marble entranceway, there are a number of secretaries behind the counter, but you walk straight past them through the glass double doors, down the hall, and take the elevator 4 floors down to the administration and payroll offices, where there is a small window in a door. It's a nice arched window, and sitting atop a very, very tall stool, you see a very short man. He has a slightly greenish yellow skin, quite wrinkly face with very deep hooded eyes, very prominent hairy eyebrows. He has very large bat-like ears that are tipped pink, and a swath of moss green hair on top that looks very soft and fluffy. And you can see behind his dark red lips very sharp pointy teeth. As you can see, his little banner on his desk as Administration Officer Segus Stab. He has a very large book in front of him, with a number of shelves that have paperwork inside it, and he seems to be marking some things off in the book. As you approach, he puts the pen down and takes off the very, very small round glasses that are just perched on top of his slightly bulbous pink nose.
Hello. Oh, we're finally here, the new Omega Squad.
Oh my. What a looker.
Why, thank
that
you.
was
You're
about
not too
game.
bad yourself.
He kind of gives you a bit of a wink, Wicked.
Oh,
Someone's
you.
getting a bonus. Someone's
Hello.
got gambling debts. They know who to sweet talk.
No.
Hello,
no.
Officer Stab.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Hopefully we'll have a very long working relationship with each other.
Yep.
Well, with
We
that kind of
require
confidence...
payment.
Ah, yes, you're here for your first paycheck. Wonderful, wonderful.
So, if I've got this correct, Warlock, Wicked, Habaru, Richard, and...
Oh, I see you don't have Mr. Namo with you.
No, he said I
Yeah.
could pick up his pay for him, though.
Do you
No.
have that in triplicate?
Yes,
May I see the papers?
absolutely.
Richard.
Oh.
All right.
Hand him papers.
I'm interested to see how this goes.
You
They
hand,
have nothing on them.
you hand him papers.
I'm just gonna give him a knowing smile.
Roll him a persuasion.
I swear to God.
Look, Namo's literally my best friend. And he said that it was cool. So
No, he
you
fucking
know
didn't.
me and Namo. You know how we've
No.
been good friends for a long time. Come on, man.
No, Officer Stab. No, he
Plus, me and
didn't.
Stab go way back.
Oh,
Me
shut
and
the
Stab were
fuck
building
up.
fucking Lego towers in kindergarten together.
He shot you.
Officer Stab takes the the sheaf of 3 papers off of you, and you watch as he pulls his little glasses up again and has a good look at the papers.
A blank paper.
I'm gonna stand there smiling.
Stab, don't do
After
this.
I did say all of that other shit out loud.
And exactly what brand of ink have you used for these?
I have used Cyberbrand ink.
Cyberbrand ink. Oh, this must be a wonderful new color.
Oh, it's fantastic. Simply fantastic.
Habaru,
Check
because
it
you're-
out at the Cyber
Habaru,
Circus.
because you're standing over Richard's shoulder. Richard, you can roll me a perception with advantage. Habaru, you can also roll me a perception.
Perception.
For fuck's sake.
With advantage, brother. Wait, just me
No,
with
that's just you.
advantage? Okay.
I mean, you catch the glimpse of something like a shadow pass over the paper, Habaru, but from where you're standing, Richard, as you're speaking the words, you can see this form filling.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Filling
Swear
with...
to God.
Wait, let me... It's filling. It is filling. I don't know what the words say though. Like I can just read. There is no way on earth
reading
I could
upside
read
down.
upside down.
And
Read legal
I absolutely
documents
can't
upside
figure
down.
it out.
Habaru, you see the passing of like a shadow from the other side of the paper. You're like, what? And then he goes,
Oh, yes, yes, this is all in order.
and he puts it down on the desk, and you notice that it is 3 forms, one in blue, one in pink, and the top one is white, and it's completely filled out perfectly.
Officer Stab, come on. He didn't fill this
Is it-
out.
Is it signed by Nama?
Yeah, you said it was.
Yeah, it's a perfect signature. It's got Nama's perfect signature on it. It's all just beautiful.
Stab,
I've never
I'm
seen-
begging you, don't do this.
I've never seen Namo write before, but I guarantee his handwriting is not that nice.
Are you saying that this is a
It's not-
forgery?
It's not that the handwriting is nice,
Yes.
Wicked. It's just, it's perfect for what his signature looks like.
Oh, all right, if you're sure it's a forgery. And you watch as he opens his desk and he pulls out a small book. He starts flipping through it, and you can see that there's a number of runes all within it. He eventually opens it to a page that's very, very well worn, opens it up, holds it down with his hand, and draws the sigil on top of the white triplicate page with a yellowish powder that fizzes slightly and phosphoresces a bright white light. You watch as it turns green.
It seems legitimate.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Come on!
Wait,
Oh,
did he? I mean, he was alone with Namo.
I guarantee you, neither Namo nor Richard fucking Feynman would have thought, oh, let me give you my papers in correct form to
when
go
you
get my pay for me.
You're saying a lot of things, and with, like, you know, fair enough, but the papers are there, and Mr. Stab
You know,
here, Officer Stab, says that they are, in fact, in order, so I don't see the need to try and argue with
Yep.
me.
When you
What
you
do you
said,
think, Stab?
oh well, if you said, oh, what, if you're so sure they're forgeries, I thought he was just gonna shred them and then pull out more papers and then just do the same thing
No,
again.
no, he did a sigil to check if they were like basically fake documentation, because their papers have special essentially magic in them that would key that they're not true. And these papers, they came up as legitimate. With that, he pulls out a big
Maybe-
red stamp, stamps it, as in, and it says collected across it. And he reaches over into a little box next to him that has a very nice, handy dandy little printed label, Omega Squad, and he pulls out 5 bright yellow envelopes that have been sealed shut, and he puts them down on the table, on the desk in front of you. Each of them has your name on it.
I'll grab Nama's.
Ooh.
I'll take
And-
mine.
And mine.
I will take mine.
I will open mine, however, I will put Nama's in my backpack.
Okay, you put Namos in your backpack. You open yours, Richard Feynman.
Huh.
You pull it out, and you find a solid black metal card inside.
Hey.
I'm gonna, like an old prospector, bite it to see if it's real.
You bite it.
No, don't bite it.
As you
I'm
bite
not
it,
biting it hard, I'm just like, you know, like you're making contact with your teeth to, like, I want to stress, I'm not trying to take a bite out of it.
Yep, I'm aware. You bite it.
I know,
There's
but I just the thought in my head of you bite it and your teeth crack, and I'm like, God damn it!
No, you bite it, and there's a slight shimmer on the top of it as the holographic screen kind of warps a little bit, like you're pressing on it a little bit too hard. But for you, Wicked, who's trying to stop him from biting it, you see the number 300 credits come up.
Oh.
For those keeping track at home, is that 300 gold or is that 300?
300 gold.
Okay.
It's not Electrum. I'm not doing that shit here.
Let me tell you, it has been converted to 600 Electrum in my inventory.
No,
Oh my God.
no, it's on the card as credits. 300 credits.
I will check my.
Do we have to go trade this in somewhere? Is that a thing?
No. So
Just
It's a
card.
gift card, basically.
yeah, it's a card that you've got 300 gold on, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so this isn't like a company card or anything.
No.
Okay, thank God.
It's kind of like in the episode of Futurama where they get $200 in like stimulus, but it's like the $200 like just counts down from the bill.
So basically now, every time you go on a mission, rather than coming down, all you'll need to come do is collect your... You can either come in and get your paper pay slip, just as a record, or they will send it to whatever Pompey phone you've got, basically, as an electronic pay slip, and they will automatically update your number for you.
It's a pretty
Nice.
shit time to be someone who doesn't understand how to use a phone.
You didn't think I was
And
going to
these
let
cards
you
can
get a...
ever use at certain stores.
Can they actually only be used in certain stores?
Mm-mm. No, the technology's enough that you've basically got tap and go.
Okay.
Everybody's got Apple Pay nowadays.
Mm-hmm. No, not Apple Pay, Pompey.
Pompey, got it. Oh, okay.
As
I
in
was wondering what
the
you
French
meant by
word for pom. So, which is just
Got it.
apple.
I thought it was a reference to Pompeii.
No, it's not. I mean, it
I was
can...
like, that's a pretty peculiar place to throw that in.
I know, I just thought it was very funny.
Vesuvius, never leave home without it.
Yes. So, but yeah, so basically they will update your pay every time you go out on a job now.
Can I get a dumb phone that'll handle that for me, or is that just not gonna?
You can go ask the requisitions for a very simplistic phone, POM phone,
Hell yeah!
as a company phone.
I'd love a company phone. Can I go ask for requisitions for a company phone?
You may.
Richard
Excellent.
fucking Feynman, what would you use a company phone for?
Because if we do missions and we don't return back to the city consecutively, I don't get paid. So I have to get something so that I get paid if we're out on the road doing stuff.
Right, and I'm cool with that, but what else are you going to use a phone for?
Well, nothing. That's why I want like a simplistic one. So I've got nothing else.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get like a whole complicated phone because I'm gonna forget where the fucking app for money is.
Because the last thing you need is Richard Feynman to discover Twig Talk.
You don't need. I don't need any of this complicated mumbo jumbo. I need to be able to tap it on the FPOS terminals, and I need to be able to like do nothing else with it ever.
The one
'cause
thing I
don't
will
understand
say,
the
it
rest
is
of
it is a simplistic phone, but it does have hextagram on it.
Hell yeah. Richard Feynman's timeline is about to get wild.
He's learning how
First
to
photo of the ground. Second photo, the sky.
The third is just a blurry shot of something.
Okay.
And then there are no more posts.
Fourth is it is a video of him dropping his phone.
It's a selfie, but you watch the phone slowly fall towards my face and hit me.
And then after that comes the cavalcade of 5,000 cat videos.
me just reposting
Yeah.
cat videos.
But always tagging Habaru in it.
Oh yeah, it's my boy. I got one friend.
Sorry, this has just gone off the rails. Okay, and so with your pay and your phone, you are free to head out into the streets. As you head out into the streets, we'll just take a quick 5-minute break to go to the bathroom, get a drink. So we will be back in 5 minutes, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to Equinox. I had to think about that for a second. And there we go. There are all of our talk sprites. It's nice to be back. I hope you are all doing well. I say as my talk sprite. There we go. My talk sprite finally picked up that I'm talking. I love that for me. I hope you had a good break. So, jumping straight back in, because we only play these games for 3 hours, because we are usually here every week. So if you want to catch more Equinox, please do catch us next Saturday as well. So, either way, you have made your way out into the streets. You have time to burn before your next expected engagement. Where would you like to go?
If no one has any things that they really want to go do, I kind of propose we might want to just go and wait until the engagement and then go.
Yeah, that's
think
why I was
just-
proposing lunch.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
do we want to just say we got lunch? Then
Killed an
went
hour
to
or
the-
two.
Yeah, like,
Rolling
because we only got an
screens
hour and a
at
half.
Richard Feynman for a little bit. We're not rolling fucking opera.
Well, I mean,
Roland would have too, though.
so for you guys to know where you're going, the Leviathan Shrine.
It's in the tip of the Harbour District, yeah.
Yep. And and this is the thing though. The tavern, the Blue Moon Tavern, is just here.
Yeah, well, we could walk there, presumably, in, what does it look like 7 blocks? It's probably like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah. So you can go to the tavern if
let's
you'd
just
like
say
to.
we killed an hour at the tavern.
Okay. Would you like to talk about anything at the tavern? Especially because apparently Habaru was going to bust a gasket with the whole Feynman had the right triplicate. Because
Oh, yeah.
Habaru,
That's just an off-screen argument.
No, it is not, because that paper was very much blank, Habaru. You do know that the paper was blank.
Yeah.
So that is...
I mean, do
Feynman.
we know that?
Yes.
Habaru does. Habaru does, yes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Richard fucking Feynman.
Yes.
What does triplicate mean? Find in
Um,
triplicate. What does that mean?
it means when you have... It's like twins, but there's 3 of them.
Okay, what else?
No, that's what it means.
You have twins, but more.
You have, like, another one. It's like you've got, like if you're having babies and you have twins, but there's 3.
Right. How did you get a signed triplicate government form?
I just gave him the paper I had.
That's what I'm fucking saying, Richard. You
Yeah,
gave him blank paper.
He asked if I had papers, and I gave him the paper.
No, you gave him blank papers, not the papers he needed.
Well,
Richard, did you actually get permission from Namo?
Oh,
oh god. no.
didn't.
No.
Wait, Richard, first off, where did you get that paper from? Why are you carrying paper?
'Cause I forget a lot of things, so I carry around paper.
But, okay. Richard Feynman. I know it may not seem like it. I actually respect you a pretty good deal. Because even while jumping off the airship was stupid, too early, you handled the situation fine. But
Did
do
good.
you know how to read and write?
I can read and write. At maybe a 4th grade level.
Okay. Fair enough. So, again, where did you get that paper that allowed you to fake having government forms?
He clearly needed something, and I just believed that I had what he needed.
Just believed.
I
Richard.
just knew that he asked for something, and I just knew that I had it, so I gave it to him.
Do you have any more of it?
Do you want some paper? I've got plenty of paper.
Okay, Richard, give me a dragon scale. You surely must have that
I
in your
will
back pocket.
What do I have in my back pocket that is even remotely close to a dragon scale?
Do you
Gee,
have scale?
any of your skin.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna pluck a scale.
No. Like high dragon type deal, or like a dragon claw. How about that?
Well, we got the chaos water, so I can probably be high in about 15
No.
minutes.
You don't have the chaos water. Someone else does.
I said
don't know
we.
who.
I said we. We've got the chaos water. I can be. I can be high.
No,
And then
don't
give you a
don't.
scale.
It might not. It may not turn you into a dragon. It may turn you into a goblin.
Can
or
I,
into literally anything else that exists or doesn't
I'll
exist.
I'll fold a piece of paper into a scale-like shape and give him that.
Okay.
But I've got. I must say, I don't. This isn't how it works because I know I don't have a dragon scale.
You know
And I
you've got
believe that
your
I have
dragon
it.
scales.
I've got my dragon scales, but that's not what he wants. So I know that like I don't have what he's really asking for.
You don't. Yeah.
Right? Like I'm just well aware that like that's not something I've got.
Well, you don't know what a high dragon scale is, I guess. Unless
I
you
know
want to roll
what
me
it
history.
is.
You can roll me a history.
I just like. This is me to Habaru. I know I don't have that, so I can't give it to you.
How did you give him the forms?
Because I knew I had him.
But you didn't!
But he got him.
That's Richard, yes, I understand. That's why I'm asking
what do
you.
you
That
mean?
doesn't make any sense.
He had him. I
At
gave them
no
directly
point.
to him.
At
Habaru,
no
if it-
point did you fill
Habaru,
out those forms, or did Namu?
I couldn't have filled out the forms because Namo filled them out. I can't just put Namo's name in there. I don't know how to
That's what I'm saying.
how he
Namu
signs
didn't.
his name.
Wait, Habaru, if it doesn't make any sense to you, what makes you think it'll make any more sense to him?
Because he's the one who fucking did it!
He doesn't know what's going on either.
Oh, God. Okay, Richard,
And we are taking up my karaoke time.
Richard, give me those forms again.
I'll hand him 3 pieces of blank paper.
Yep. They're 3 pieces of blank paper.
They're just blank, Richard.
I don't have. I gave the forms away. I don't have them.
Sorry, just watching Andrew lose it.
What do you want from me? I don't have these forms.
Richard, you realize what you did isn't natural, right?
I thought I was pretty natural when I gave him the paper. I didn't think he suspected a
But
thing.
you didn't have the paper, Richard.
Now, Habaru, are we sure that he did anything? As far as we know, he just handed him some blank papers, and the guy just accepted them.
Okay, then okay.
Well, did anyone else do anything?
No one else did. And that's why I'm confused, Feynman. Where did you get the paper?
I carry around paper.
Where did you get it?
What, are you
The physical
physically
sheets.
asking?
Yes, where did you get it?
I don't know, like Office Max? Like, what do you want from me here? That's just any supply store? Do you want me to show you a supply store?
No. Richard fucking Feynman, do you not see the problem of what you did?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, but I don't
Okay.
understand a lot of things.
Okay, but what
He was
time?
asked for paper, and he gave them paper.
Yeah, that's
Right,
Warlock.
but that paper couldn't have existed. When did Namu give you the forms? Think on that.
He didn't.
Okay, so how did you get the signed forms from Namu then?
I just had him.
Richard, do you not see the problem here? How did
I-
you get something that was signed by someone if they didn't give it to you?
I see someone making a problem. I don't see the problem.
No, Richard!
Look
You're
at his
making the
laughing
problem!
I'm not
Look at
making
his
any
laughing
problem.
in character now.
Yes, you are!
I'm living my life, dude.
Oh god, I gotta calm down. Richard fucking Feynman.
You know what'll calm you down, Habaru?
No, not karaoke!
You can see,
Makes
Wicked, that it's
karaoke
beckoning you
awful.
I
because
need to know the answer to this.
the group of
I
university
simply don't have it.
university
Maybe we're
students
not gonna get the
leaves.
answer from Richard.
May I ask Namo? Maybe he slipped them into me or something.
Slip them into
No,
you.
okay, don't ever say that again. But no, he didn't.
Maybe put him in my backpack.
I guarantee. Okay, I guarantee you, Namu did not slip you forms to give you money. First off, because they're government forms, Namu would burn them right before he ever signs them.
All right.
Secondly, why would he sign it to you?
If out of character, I want to propose. If you think I'm lying, try and incite me. Like just go for an insight if you want. But like,
No, that's the thing.
if you want to get to the bottom of this, like that's the only way forward I see.
That's the thing. Habaru knows you're not lying. That's why he's so angry.
But like, where do you want this to go? What's your goal out of this conversation?
I don't know.
Help me to help you.
Wicked, you watch as
That's what
Habaru.
I've been saying. Maybe the answer isn't here, man.
You watch as Habaru kind of starts crying in
Oh
defeat
god, I need to lay down.
as
My
as a group of teenage university students
Drink your legs. Drink your legs.
vacate the karaoke stage, leaving it
I want to get
Oh.
some water.
blissfully.
You guys go have fun with karaoke. Habaru will get up and stagger over to somewhere that isn't there and get some water.
Excellent. What song are we singing in karaoke?
You can name the song.
She is going to. If you want to do a co-op, we could do. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna
take it
take
anymore.
it anymore.
Twisted Sister.
God.
Excellent.
They
analysis.
exist now. They exist now. So as you guys are singing,
like-
Immediately get TOS.
The Gatorade.
yeah,
Return.
you guys.
For the audience at home, Andrew's returned with a Gatorade and his head is just firmly in his hands. Just
In distress.
firmly. Visible distress.
Richard and Wicked, you can see the whole.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
You can see the
Brought this
whole
on yourself,
bar.
Andrew. We did nothing.
Habaru is face down
I
on the
always
bar.
do.
Have some of your spuds and then tell us how you feel.
Wicked would also like to sing a song in Sylvan, which works perfectly because, according to the play information, Sylvan's equivalent is Gaelic,
Yep,
Elven and Sylvan.
yep.
She's going to be singing "Noble Maiden Fair" from Brave.
Oh, I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
So you're having a great time, Wicked. Roll me a performance.
Any further business, gang, or are we gonna move on to food drive related?
Oh, I need to see if how Wicked does in her performance.
All right. I mean, what is
Warlock's
everybody?
just going to be doing cleanup on the tables.
Now, by cleanup, do you mean
Cleaning all the glasses and
I was trying to remember? Did Warlock at one point stuff a glass or plate into his chest cavity and consume it?
Yes.
he's got a built-in dishwasher.
Yep.
Okay.
Commercial
He did give it
dishwasher, so
back.
it just goes in, comes out nice and clean.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Any further business, Habaru? Or are we satisfied enough with everything that's gone on? You muted, by the way. There you go.
No.
No? You don't want to go over the events of this evening one more time?
No.
No? Good. Okay, cool.
I
cool.
I came here to collect rare components and make cool swords, and so far I've only had a series of strokes, I think.
Stuff your face with food.
that you have been deposited a basket of nachos in front of you, Habaru, by Aurora, who looks very, very apologetic, having seen your argument with Feynman.
Oh. Hey. Well,
Hello.
First off, thank you for the nachos. Secondly, how much is it to repair the door that Feynman fucking punched a hole through?
Oh, that was
Mend
taken.
it.
That was taken care of. It's fine.
Thought we mended the door.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I got it.
Oh no
I
no
don't
no!
know, it
The
feels like-
Imperium already came in and replaced it.
Okay, well,
Oh, cool.
if there's anything we can do as a favor for you guys, don't ever hesitate to let us know, because some of us here don't have basics.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time that the Imperium team members come in and have wrecked stuff. The Imperium, takes care of most of it.
That kind of sucks. That not that they're taking care of it, but that people are wrecking stuff in your place.
From what I am told, adventurers can be a rowdy bunch who usually have quite substantial problems that they don't take care of.
Yes, there is some truth to that, but
Which
adventurers we're a wacky
Which
bunch.
I mean doesn't make it okay, but, well, at
It
least,
is what it is.
I mean, many of them don't know their own strength. I mean, most adventurers we get through here, they're either stronger than your average person, or smarter than your average person, or they have crazy magic.
Key.
Yes, so we just kind of take it in stride that if we're going to have adventurers here, inevitably, at least 3 times a week we have a bar fight.
Oh. Okay. Well,
They like starting bar fights quite a lot. We also have to make sure that we have, we make sure that we have the same amount of cutlery at the start of the day as we do at the end.
what you guys' insurance rates like?
Considering most of the adventurers are in the Imperium, it seems to be a bit of a back and forth. We keep the secrets of the Imperium squad, and the Imperium makes sure that we end up still the nicest tavern in Moonblight.
Fair enough. Okay.
Ooh. So
I
you
will.
may or may not have bits of gossip on the other squads.
Oh, sometimes we do, yes.
Let's not go down that road, because that's how gossip about us ends up out in the wild, and I'd rather not.
But I really want to ask about Cyan.
What do you want to know?
Why?
No, Hopper's right. Another time.
If you're sure.
I'm not. I'm gonna stuff my face with this fish. She's eating the roasted fish.
I mean, they have been very, very cocky since they got the promotion. I hope you guys stay nice.
I don't plan on changing anytime soon.
Well, that's good to hear then.
I'm already perfect in every way.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm so humble as well.
I would like to see you guys get promotions, but it is also sad because we make friends with a lot of the adventurers, so it is very sad when a team doesn't come back.
One day, maybe I'll be nice.
I suppose, yes.
If I get, like, hit on the head or something.
Is it necessary to be nice to become an adventurer?
Oh, a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are moody, like to hang out in dark corners. They can be snarky. you know, a lot of them are the lone wolf kind of person and end up in a team because, well, apparently it's very dangerous out there to go alone.
So that is
I
what
mean,
an adventurer does.
well, hang on. Before I got saddled up with this, I was a professional adventurer, and it's
Oh, really? Do you have
it
your
is
trading
what it
card?
is. No, it's done a little bit differently in film.
Oh, that's a pity. I saw on your adventure profile that you were from Enthelamere, yes?
Yes.
I have family from there.
Oh, where are they from?
Oh, they are from Wolfhaven.
No shit. Same deal.
Huh. You probably don't see my family a lot. We tend to stay on the outer areas and things like that. My grandmother, she spends a lot of time out in the forests out there.
What? Jesus Christ, Tegan. What does your grandmother do?
Hunts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cities, Alaska, pretty good for that.
Yes.
My mother and father run the Escugiria Forge and General Store.
Oh. I think my grandmother would know them then. Yes.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, she probably
Not
needs
super big
furnishings
town.
and traps and things like that. You know, bear traps and nets and things. You know, to make sure she can find all those wayward raiders and things like that out in the forests.
Right, yeah.
She enjoys the hunt.
She hunts alone, or
Yes. She's very powerful. She's very old.
yeah, I know plenty of people like to hunt out there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for most of the part, it's part of the reason that Wolfhaven hasn't had a bandit problem for a while now.
Yeah.
She took care of them.
Can I roll a history to see if I would know the grandmother she's describing?
Sure.
Is that a yes or no?
It's a strong no. No, I think she said sure.
No.
I did say sure, yes.
Oh, okay. History. Man, low rolling all night.
14. You know her last name is Kraus. In terms of... you vaguely recall stories of a beautiful young woman out in the forest. She generally keeps to herself, but you do know that whenever she would come in to have her traps refurbished, you know that her name was Lucinda. And she would talk to your father, and she had... Your father basically would tell you don't go into the forest after dark.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured.
They never really gave you much more information than that.
It's one of those things I think Hopper would have figured out. Yep, don't go in the forest after dark. Okay.
Considering that
Um,
this grandmother, the times you did see her, doesn't look much older than Aurora is.
Well, we can see her Aurora's fangs, so she's a Dampier, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we can figure it out. But yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Well, it's nice to think about home. Thanks, Aurora.
Anytime. I mean, I'm set to go back in a few weeks if you want to send me to send a message or something.
Oh, no, I'm good. I probably one of the few adventurers who relatively keeps in good contact with his family, so.
Oh, good.
No, that won't be necessary, but I appreciate it though.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd offer. There are a few places that, well, once you're in Nethereg, it's kind of hard to get back out unless you get the permits or you're going through the casino.
Yeah, unfortunate, but there's just a lot of really good materials here on this plane, so that's kind of why I'm here.
Oh, really? What kind of materials?
Man, Andrew wishes he knew that answer. Just a lot of materials you wouldn't be able to, crafty materials you wouldn't be able to find in a Thalmir.
Is there something particular that you were looking for?
I mean, there's always particulars, but none off the top of my head.
Oh,
None that would be easily available.
you never know. You don't know what my connections are like.
Do you have the horns of a high dragon?
A high dragon, a high dragon. No, but I know where you can find one.
Is this
Really?
in the market?
No, it's not in the market. It's
I
a
mean-
little bit of a travel. And, well, they kind of get a bit snarky when you try to take their horns or anything like that. She's incredibly old, but she retired a long time ago.
Wait, are you referring to an actual dragon?
Yes. Aren't you? I don't want to know what you call your...
Yeah, well,
it might be a bit presumptuous to call it a high dragon.
no, that's not what I was referring to. We're on the same page. Oh,
Oh, good.
okay. Where's she at? Maybe I can trade something for like a scale or two.
Certainly. She retired in the mountains, actually. Taken a second to just double check the name of the place. She retired into the Three Sisters Range in Lisner. It's over on the other side of the continent.
Ah, okay. Do you know much about this dragon? How did they retire?
She's very old. She usually comes through Lisner and things like this because she needs to travel. She goes and has friends with at the farm in Fairweir.
I'm sorry, at the what in Fairweir?
There's a farm in Fairweir that she goes. She has afternoon tea with them every 6 months or so.
Have I heard of this?
Roll me a history.
All right. Ooh, that's a stat. 5.
Unless you want
No.
to use your inspiration to get the advantage. Hey, use it or lose
No.
it, dude.
Use your inspiration. How many other rolls have you got, do you reckon?
That's fair. Bada bing, bada boom. 14.
You have heard of a little old lady that does indeed traverse through the autumnal courts
roughly every 6 months. She travels usually around the times of twilight and dawn, and wherever she walks, there seems to be dewdrops that glimmer like stars that follow her.
So nobody that seems out of place.
Not in the Feywild, no.
It seems familiar, but nobody that stands out. I've seen fairy dragons, but no true dragons.
Do you know the dragon's name, Aurora?
Astrea. She goes by Astrea.
Nice.
Okay. I will thank Aurora and munch on some nachos, thinking. Unless Richard Feynman has eaten all the nachos while we've been talking.
Richard Feynman's ordered his own food, man. Leave him alone.
Oh, like that's ever stopped him before. Oh, hey, food.
From stealing something from someone else? No, I'm not a thief.
You can't steal nachos because those are meant to be shared with everyone.
I think you got nachos. I don't think
We're
those
for
people
Shadrish?
I don't know if
You see Wicked has eaten most of the nachos.
Somehow maintain a perfect conversation, but just shoveled them in.
Yeah. She's just been eating
a
them
high-class
throughout the
lady.
conversation. Says who?
Making a note. Okay. So,
Oh God.
have you finished with the karaoke? Can I take back over, or
Oh yeah, go ahead. I've had my fill.
unless there's any other questions you have, Mr. Habaru?
No, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. May the stars light your path. She kind of wanders off to go do the karaoke.
Yeah, may you never hunt alone.
So, do you continue? Continue.
She's sort of repeating.
Yeah,
that
I'm just pulling up my sidekick, and I'm moogling her. All right, who's Estrella? What does history know about this bitch?
As you
Is that
are,
what it's called?
it is called Moogle, yeah.
Got it.
As you are,
As
looking,
someone who has been moogled,
yeah.
I can tell you it is real.
As you're searching, it comes up with a whole heap of like baby name meanings and stuff like this, and you see that it means star.
Yeah. As the resident Latino, I can
Dragon.
confirm.
Does anything Estrella Dragon pop up?
No, there is no connection.
I mean, it's just somebody's name.
It's a high dragon's name, though.
Maybe-
That's the thing that matters.
Maybe
A
a retired
retired
adventurer?
dragon's name. No, because she said she was a dragon.
maybe it's
I
not a
mean-
real name. Didn't they say they're in the Feywilds? The Fey don't like to talk about their names.
I mean, yeah.
You ever try and have a conversation with a Fey? You never tell who you're talking to.
I mean, yeah, like me.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it could be a pseudonym.
Okay.
It could also, I mean, like, how do you retire from being a dragon?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, they give you a lot of money in your 401k, and then
Well, no, I think the 401k is the, if you believe stereotypes, the dragon horde they've built over the course of their lifetime.
yeah, exactly.
Feynman, roll me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save. I don't like the fact that save is put in there. 20? Is that any good?
You can feel something
pretty good.
scratching at the back of your mind, but you're able to shrug it off.
when they're asking questions about how does a dragon retire.
Ah, okay. I see.
You're not bothered. You discover
Oh.
that there's baked on cheese at the bottom of the nacho bowl.
Alright, well,
Mine.
It's crispy.
well, let's go to a shrine that's gonna scare the bedangles out of me and get our day going.
Yeah, speaking of food, the food drive.
That's at
Can
the
I-
Leviathan shrine, correct?
Yeah.
Can I ask the kitchen
That is
of the
correct.
Blue Moon Tavern if they have any almost expired cans of food they would like to give to the food drive?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow,
I
was not
lo-
expecting Feynman to.
They do hand over a couple tins of like beans and lentils. They give you some bread because it is towards the end of the day. There is a number of loaves that they're not going to be able to finish by the end of the day, so they send you with those
So
as
they're
well.
just sending them off. Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job, Richard.
Gotta be doing stuff sometime.
Warlock, you see Richard walking out with a whole heap of bread rolls and cans of almost expired food.
Do you require assistance?
How heavy is this?
I mean, it's within your realm of being able to carry.
I think I'm good with
It's
it.
probably more cumbersome than anything.
Yeah, it's just lots of little containers.
I assume I just like have a sack. I don't know why. Because no, what I actually assumed was because then they gave over a couple of tins. I just stuffed them in my backpack, and then the
Okay.
bread I assume came in like a.
Well, your backpack.
I don't want to say garbage bag. I
You-
want to say like, but you know
you-
what I mean, like a clean bag.
You
Because
open,
normally at the end of day, like they put them in the garbage bags to
you
donate
open
or
your
whatever.
backpack to put them in, and you realize they're not going to fit. So you reach your hand in, and you pull out a sack.
Oh hell yeah!
Of course. Where else does he keep his paper?
What? Richard,
What's up, bud? I'm filling the sack. It's bar lap, and it says bread on it.
Yep.
It says bread and can of lentils, can of beans
Yep, it does exactly.
on the front in black text.
Stenciled on. Yep.
never mind. I'm gonna.
To the food drive.
To the food drive, and I strike a
do
pose.
this food drive.
Yeah.
There's a quick.
Popper was hunched over defeated.
Okay, so you make your way around the edge of the harbour to where there is a shrine.
Say that again.
Around the edge of the harbour, where there is a
Around
shrine.
the edge of the harbour.
Where there is a
Say
we're,
Harper again.
we're not harbour.
How do you, How do you say it? Harbor.
Harbour.
Okay, Mark Wahlberg.
Here, bro.
Harbor.
We're not going to do this. I have to deal with Kevin and Steve and you and me in Monday. Do not do this to me.
As someone who was born in a town with the name with harbour in it, it's pronounced harbour.
It is harbour.
Harbour.
The city of Boston. Would like to see.
I don't care if it's the city of Boston. How far away those fuckers are from me. If
Anyway,
they have a problem with it, they can come here.
oh my god. Anyway, where we have a
We can
big
sit down, have a
Women
cup
might
of
be
tea.
Americans.
Feel
They
good.
can. I
we
will make them a cup of tea.
we can sit down, have a cup of tea in the Sydney harbour. Anyway,
Hey.
Hubba bubba.
however, you make your way around the harbour to a shrine. You hear it before you see it. There is the subtle sound. It's not deafening, but it is a deep undercurrent of doof, 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 doof. And you can see that there is a number of lights in varying colours and shades that seem to kind of, to one side, you can see that there are a small crowd of people dancing with glow sticks and beads and whatnot. And along the other side, you notice that there is what appears to be a buffet-style food drive with lots of little tables where people are eating. There is the smell of roasted chicken, undercurrents of sage with rich gravy, roasted potatoes.
Cool.
Stop
Uh,
making Clint hungry.
I'm just gonna walk my ass up to the kitchen and start helping out wherever I can.
As you do so, you see this undulation of white scale as a gentleman in just a white apron comes up to you, his hair tied up. He's actually got quite long white hair that he has tied up into a messy kind of top knot. He has patches of humanoid skin color and more of this white pastel, almost vitiligo kind of markings to his face, and you can see that he has a red line down his chin, red markings over his eyes, and his eyes have distinctly serpentine pupils in them. As he greets you, Richard, let me just make sure that all of you can see him. Hello, son. How are you?
Snakeman. Hell yeah. Bloody love a Snakeman. Hello.
You are here to help?
Absolutely. All four of us.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
I bring tidings as well, and I'll hand him the bag with cans and bread.
You watch as one of his lower segment comes up to wrap around it and grip it, and you watch as it undulates away down the length of his body to be deposited into a crate. His hands are simultaneously holding a ladle and a spoon, and they're still continuing to serve people. Well, take a standpoint wherever you want in the line and help out.
Can I be on soup cooking duty? Is that open?
You can do that. What was your name? Stranger.
I am Richard Feynman.
I am Void's son, Zoakushnixi.
We're Omega Squad from.
Do you go by Void Son? Or do you go by
You can call
latter half?
you can call me Void Son. It is my title, kind of similar to priest.
Okay, that makes sense. Me trying to find his thing in the character thing again, because I put it down. There it is.
We all pass through the scales of the great serpent eventually.
I'm sure there's no need to read any further into that sentence. I'll go and work the soup maker.
So you go stand in the soup maker. It looks to be a really lovely, rich minestrone. You can see bits of pasta, celery floating in it. Every now and then you do see a strange, round, bauble kind of blob to the surface, but as you stir it vanishes under the ripples.
Hell yeah.
The soup looks back.
The soup looks back? Did you just say that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Excellent. I look at the soup looks at me. Just here looking at him while he's looking at me.
And then you drown the
You
eyeballs
stare
in the
into the
soup
soup.
again.
Sometimes the soup stares back.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
answer is don't think about it and just keep doing what you're told to do.
Yep.
So that's what I do. Once it's done, I assume take it to the buffet.
Yep.
Or give it to someone whose job it is to take it to the buffet. I don't know how this line is working out. If we have
Yep.
table runners or what.
Well, people can come
Time
up and
to
serve
assign
themselves.
duties.
Yeah.
I'll be on dishwashing duty.
Hell yeah. I think Warlock
So
might
Warlock.
suit better to that, however.
I think-
Physically
I
is a
think-
dishwasher.
I think Warlock might be better suited to that.
We could both
mean,
do
You could
it.
be busboy.
Busboy?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, how about you come and be security with me? Comes a voice from the shadows as a woman steps away from the front of the building to address you. She has white, silvery blonde hair, pointed ears, quite dark eye makeup, dressed all in black leathers. You see that she has, like Wicked, she has a tail, but it does have a forked prong at the end of it.
Can we tell if people are dead?
Start with me.
Can you tell if people are dead?
Yeah.
Not implicitly. The lighting here under
Do you
the
see dead people?
under the neons and stuff, it's never quite. You're never quite able to tell who has the pallid skin tone of the dead.
Okay.
I will go join Guard Captain Cash.
So you must be. Let me see if I get this right. Namo, right?
No.
Oh.
No. You get one more.
Well, considering you don't quite look like you're a metal man, although I could be wrong. Who knows what's going on under the hood, but Habaru?
Yes. Habaru Esculigiri
Hey.
at your service.
Oh, great, great. So you're going to be walking around with me and I'm going to be shadowing you tonight, so do you have any questions?
What's the patrol area like?
Wait. Usually it's not too bad around that time. Most of the bars don't tip everybody out until about 3 o'clock, so not too bad. We try to make sure that any of the Myconid have moved on. No one wants to be spored on at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Occasionally now we do have to move out the move along the catbox mimics, but there's a pretty bad infestation of them down here.
Catbox mimics?
Yeah, mimics that pretend to be a box full of cats.
Oh. I would. Okay, never mind.
What did you think I was talking about?
That sounds like a problem.
What did
For
you
some
think?
reason, I thought litter box.
Well, then no, because
I
that would be a
thought-
litter box
wow.
mimic. And let's be honest, if you died to a
Yeah.
litter box mimic, it'd be a shitty way to go.
Ah, zing.
Yeah. It
From
would
the-
raise a
from
lot
the
of uncomfortable
sidelines.
questions.
After eating enough cats, the litter box mimic evolves into a cat box mimic.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad infestations. The bunny sharks are also pretty bad. You know, but we can usually tell that they're coming because they tend to swarm.
Bunny sharks.
Yep. Don't laugh. They are actually terrifying.
I will laugh all I want.
This is how Wicked dies.
I can't drown, so I won't fight this blob pull me into the water.
Hey, it was said with confidence.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Anything you're expecting to happen during the patrol?
You don't die. We get to go home at like
Fine.
2 o'clock and, you know, have a pretty quiet night. I mean, these guys can get pretty rowdy around 10 o'clock. We do have to start telling them to turn it down, but this is why, you know, it was encouraged that the Leviathan Shrine should be on the outer edge of the harbour, so when the Selkie communities, like, are hitting the peak of their rave, we just let them go for it. You look confused.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just... That's just what my face generally looks like.
Yeah, he's been making that face quite a bit recently.
Fair enough. So,
Unfortunately.
so
All right, I'm gonna go help out in the kitchen.
sure. You know that we kind of want you to be like out talking to the people. You don't like, yeah,
Oh,
help serve
right.
and things like this, but we actually want you talking to people so they get to know you, they get to know your names. You can help them with any problems they might have. You know, make sure you take a lot of pictures.
Hold on. I gotta look at my spells. There's some. Do I have? No, I don't. Curses. All right. I was gonna look for disguise self to do something funny, but never mind.
God.
Oh, I guess I'll be serving then, as always. She does a pose.
You hear a slight click behind you, like the sound of a shutter.
Wicked. Bud.
What?
Live your best life.
All right.
Habaru, as you watch and smile with just the absolute understanding that this is your life right now, as you turn away, you realize that Feynman is being followed by a rather squat individual. He seems to be wearing a very large hat. He has chubby little white legs and quite baggy white trousers. His hat seems to be a very dark brown color. And he seems to be trying to reach for Feynman's tail with two very chubby little hands.
No.
Cash,
Yeah?
do you know who that guy is? And he'll kind of gesture to the top hat.
It's not a top hat. It's just a big, wide, like almost sun hat kind of style, by the way. If you need it.
Okay. Yeah, he'll...
No. Looks like one of the Myconid children. They like shiny things.
Yeah, Richard will figure it out.
Sounds like his problem.
Roll me a perception, Richard.
Perception.
Yep.
Wait a second. Find it in the thing. Perception. Pretty
Fine.
okay rolls so far.
Yep. Feynman, you become aware that there is a presence behind you because your tail is flicking almost annoyedly as you can tell that there's someone behind you standing a little too close. I mean, you glanced over your shoulder, you couldn't see anything, but the fact that the presence is there, and just out of the corner of your eye, you see these two little, pale, very chubby little hands.
You sense a disturbance.
Yeah, you
I
do.
do sense a disturbance. How can I help you, little lad?
Hi.
Hello.
You said Myconid, right?
Yes. He's got quite a flat little face. He doesn't really have a prominent nose. He's like got two black beady eyes and just a very big smile, big toothy smile. As he's looking up at you, you watch as his eyes open wide in wonder as he grabs his hands in his laps in front of him, as he's just looking up at you like you are an absolute idol.
Excellent.
We are talking about the mushroom people, right?
Yes,
The
we are
Myconid?
talking about the mushroom
Okay, making
people.
sure.
He's a tiny little mushroom
making sure.
child.
Adorable.
He looks like a brown. He looks like a brown toadstool, basically.
Nice.
Are you a hero?
Yes.
You watch as he dips into a very low little bow, almost to the point that his hat almost falls off.
How may I serve you, Captain?
Oh, Excellent. What jobs can a child do around a kitchen? We're about to get some slave labor.
No, not slave labor.
No.
God
We're about to
damn.
get a little helpy boy. That's what we're about to get.
Looks a bit sweaty.
A little
What? What can a child do around a kitchen? How about? Damn. I'm trying to think of what we can do.
Turn
Not
on
chop
the stove,
vegetables. Cannot operate a stove. Where are your parents? The best I got.
They're down on the docks.
Does he
They're
point?
Yeah, they're looking at all the ships.
Oh, okay. You know what would be really good? Is you could ask your parents to see when you guys get home if you have any food that can be donated for the food drive. That's happening 5 p.m. every day this week, I believe.
So
Is
we
that
need.
correct?
So
God?
Yeah, it happened. Well, it happens basically every night, but
Yeah.
So I should tell them that we should get food and bring it back.
If you can, you don't. It's not forced. It's not like something you have to do. But if you've got the, and ask your parents about it. Obviously, if they are able to support the local food drive, that's always fantastic.
Yeah.
If they can't, there's no obligation to.
I can go let them know that the objective has changed. Get food for the hero.
The objective has changed. What was the objective prior?
I was to look out. So I'm looking at you.
You were the lookout.
Yeah.
Are your parents responsible for the ships?
Responsibles?
Yeah. The objective has not changed. I'm not altering this. I've decided that upon more information, being a lookout is probably better and I shouldn't mess with things that are probably pertinent.
I mean, I was sent to look out and I looked out and I saw you, so you could come back with me.
Must be the glowing. I will go back with this child I've just met.
sure.
And make sure that he gets back to his parents.
Sure.
I will also inform Wicked, a responsible adult, that this kid appears to be lost. His parents are lookouts on the dock.
Wait, so his parents are looking at the boats and he's been assigned as a lookout? Is that what I'm
Yeah,
hearing?
that's what you got. I've given you this information. I will say, assuming the kid is consenting, I am also carrying him on top of my shoulders.
Sure.
Excellent.
He feels a little sweaty.
Yeah, that's probably about right. He's gonna grab the horns, isn't he?
He did.
Yeah, he would. Alright,
Is
living with it.
Habaru and Cash close?
Yeah, you're standing keeping watch. She literally put you on security detail, Habaru.
You don't need to roll a perception to see the glowing guy with a kid.
No, but would we have heard what you told?
Yeah, Richard's got no
Wicked
volume
would
control.
tell you if not.
Okay, yeah, there we go. There's no volume control. His parents are looking at boats, and he was meant to keep watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds.
I'm gonna go check on that.
Cash, can you follow him, please?
Why doesn't Habaru follow them as well?
I'm not that sneaky. And
I'm not gonna.
think...
I'm not sneaky, brother.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. You're a lovable idiot. The parents will be fine with you returning their kid, but Cash is smarter and sneakier than me. She should go and follow you, and I'll stay here.
You're right
and
about
just
one
stay
thing here.
watch.
I am smarter.
And sneakier, I assume.
Oh, yeah, I'm not walking
Alright.
into an obvious mushroom trap.
I'm making decisions. Wicked, let's go.
Let's point out, this little
Wait,
bairn has headed up to the shiniest member of your team who looks like he's made of solid gold.
He's a kid. Let's just go return him to his parents.
Yes, but how many kids play lookout for their parents?
I don't know. He just was meant to look out, and he was looking out, and he found me.
I've done that before,
Hey,
and it was never a good
Hey,
thing.
hey, buddy, what were you looking out for?
Anyone that was shiny?
Richard, don't go.
I mean, this is literally a child.
He's my friend.
Question: Is it like becoming evening now? Like,
Yes, it's 5 o'clock.
It's like
it is.
5 p.m.
Yeah,
All right. So the
It's
sun
like
is
it's got to be like 5:30 by now.
yeah, it is.
Richard,
Well, we can't just if it's a trap, we can't just let a civilian walk into it.
Richard, how many civilians keep lookout and know about traps?
I don't care what they're doing. All what I care is we've got to like, if this is something uncouth, we've got to go and deal with it because we're heroes. Let's go do that.
I think the uncouthness would be happening to you if you go.
I don't believe in that. Let's go. Wicked, you in?
I mean,
We could be some great photo ops.
I mean, as I mean, it's obvious of a trap. This might be. It's not like we can like just leave it be.
Yeah, I mean, what the alternative is do nothing, and as I said, let a civilian walk into this trap and get hurt by it when we were fully aware of it. Yeah, the Empyrean's gonna be real happy about that.
Cash, do you have
Warlock
any
is just still dishwashing.
Well,
guys?
how about I
guy
take
who can
Warlock
go,
because if it's like a mushroom spore trap, I don't think I don't think I can get affected by that. And Warlock can't, is a robot.
I guess.
But you guys need to like wait outside or something so you can help.
Well, hang on, can we not finish up our shift here? Like, we should.
So
just
we're
show
gonna
up and
spend
then
another
immediately
2
leave.
hours here, and then in that 2 hours, any civilian can walk into this trap. Like,
Cash, what do you recommend?
what if they're just robbing the boat and they're gonna get away with it because we're sitting here talking about it for 30 minutes?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just here with you guys, and you're complete newbies. I'm not going into a myconid trap.
Yeah, but it's not gonna go the way we want to do.
As someone who's
Like,
familiar
I'm
with
sure we
mushrooms,
can like
what-
send a message to like the town guard and maybe like increase patrols for the night.
We
But-
are the town guard, bud.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Well, the other town guard, I don't. Dude,
She's the
Cash,
captain
help
of the
me out
guard.
here. Throw me a limb.
Look, there are
As someone
sometimes
who-
you've got to pick your battles, and I'm sorry, Wicked, you were saying?
Above get as someone who knows quite a bit about mushrooms, would I know what a myconid trap would entail?
Yes. I won't make you roll for this because, yeah, you know mushrooms. You know that the myconids, especially the Feywild myconids, they are heavily known for where the myth of fairy rings come from. Generally, they will put paralytics in a ring and dance around you until the person is unable to move. Then they'll rob them and run off.
I have no possessions anyway, joke's on them.
Richard fucking Weidman. Let the child go. This is something that we don't want to cause trouble in the district.
I can't believe Big Hero Habaru is like, let's just let these people rob someone else rather than take care of Hero. Like, be
I mean-
heroes and fix it. There's 4 of us, for Christ's sake.
I mean, Habru, honestly, I know what to look out for. And if we all go together, it should be fine.
Go get Warlock.
Yeah.
From your shoulders.
Habru, Habru,
From your shoulders, the little
Habru.
child.
So you're going to come and play with me?
Yeah. What? Wait, hang on. This is an out of character question. Aren't myconids like a hive mind?
Out of character,
No.
yes. No, you're thinking the other mushroom people, which also exist in my world. Not myconids. They are
Hold on, what are you
mycelians.
talking about?
Mycelians.
Oh.
Yeah,
That-
they're a fungus
This
hive
kid
mind.
is not feeding information
talking
to
about
his parents
fungulates.
then.
No, he's not. These people are more like Toad from Mario.
Right.
Wait. Toad from Mars.
How else would you describe it?
Okay, I just lost my train of thought.
So our princess is
know.
another castle. Okay.
Yeah.
noted.
Well, maybe Feynman is the princess that is being led to another castle.
I think I am.
You're such a peach.
I am. I bruise like a peach.
Okay, so
All right,
Wicked,
we're all going.
Wicked goes.
We're going on an adventure.
Wicked, you approach Warlock and you can see that he's definitively in the rinse cycle.
Alright, so like, alright, we need just like 4 more minutes. We're gonna need to make that the last load for a bit, Warlock. We're gonna need to. Well, we got something we gotta take care of.
Is there an ATM machine
Affirmative.
nearby?
To go put your money away.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go
I'm
look.
gonna get robbed. At least
However-
I can take my money.
However, you can go look for one.
Hey, Cash, is there an ATM machine nearby?
Yeah, if you head back down towards the bar, there's one on the way.
Where are the kids' parents? On the dock nearby here?
Yeah.
That's too far, brother. Just give it to the priest.
No. Richard fucking Feynman. If I get robbed and all my money gets taken, you better be able to pull it out of your ass like you've been pulling everything else.
What do you mean? No, give your backpack to the priest or something, and like they'll just look after it. The Voidson. He's a priest. He can't steal.
As you're saying this, you feel a tug on your horns and you just hear this like little whisper in your ear.
You make things come out of your butt?
Things come. Did he ask if things come out of my butt?
Yes.
I guess that would be
Occasionally.
different for a mushroom.
I'm gonna give my backpack to the
The priest.
Voidson.
I'll,
And I'll be like, "Can you look after
I'll
this?"
I'll take Richard.
I will ask
I'll
him
take-
if he can look after it first.
He agrees.
Actually, the guard's staying here, aren't they?
Yeah, she is not going with you. She is not
Okay,
being
excellent.
robbed tonight.
She can look after. She can look after our stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll.
The only thing I'm going to keep on me is
Yeah.
1 potion of healing,
Okay, you've got a potion of healing
and
on you.
obviously my
Weapons.
weapons.
Yes.
Outwardly stating, I do have my weapons on me.
Yes.
How long? From what he's described, how long do we think the walk's gonna be?
Like 2 minutes. It's like the close peer.
Yeah, like 2 to 5 minutes, if that.
All right, Cash. If we're not back in like 10 to 15 minutes, you can probably assume what happened.
Oh, you know
Well,
the inevitable that's likely going to happen.
Yeah.
And then I'll tip
You know that
my.
at most they're probably just going to steal some like moldy rope and things like that to put into their myconid hives.
And that's the boat owner's moldy rope, and we will not stand for them stealing it. That's citizen property. Those are taxpayers, you know.
Whenever you... I've already busted two blood vessels tonight. I'm not busting a third.
I want you to know,
Okay.
when Richard's saying this, it appears as though he's reading off of something in his palm. Like, like someone has fed him like statements to say.
This child's looking over your shoulder. What does that word mean?
It's like kicking you in the neck saying, G up, horsey.
Let's go. Alright, we going? We've
Yeah,
deposited
sounds
our
like
things, so
fun.
let's roll.
Okay.
I hope we don't end up killing this kid's parents.
They're mushrooms. It doesn't count.
No.
They're not really alive.
Does Feynman say that out loud?
Helping this kid.
Does Feynman say that out loud in front of Wicked?
Did Habaru say it out loud?
No.
No, then
This
no,
is
I didn't,
Andrew
because that
talking.
was in response. I don't actually know
God.
much about Wicked. I was meant to quiz her today, but I forgot.
Well, you've got 5 minutes to walk down there as you're carrying a mushroom kid who is looking at the mushrooms in Wicked's hair and just...
All right, I will ask. All right, Wicked, what's the deal? You know about mushrooms? What's the deal with that? How do you know about mushrooms?
Oh, it was part of my apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship? You've got like a tradesman? Is it electrical?
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. Okay. And you have mushrooms,
Yeah.
and I gesture to your head. What's that? Are you like a mushroom person? Somewhat like this thing? And then I'll like.
No, they just grow there.
So you're unrelated to mushrooms.
Right. I just use them.
Okay, that tracks. And what's the deal with your apprenticeship? You're like a witch in training.
No, I'm a full-blown witch.
What are you apprenticing to?
She gets noticeably like uncomfortable, like almost like this is a touchy subject for I'd rather not discuss it.
Fair enough. It's within your wheelhouse. Did not do that, I suppose. I've been breeding you with questions. Do you want to know anything?
Hold on, let me look at your icon. I got an ad.
I had it as my like little picture in the D&D thing, but it's not there any longer.
All right, I got you.
Wait, there you go. There you go. It's in there.
Awesome. Snake looks at you closely. Nothing at the top of my head. I'm sure I'll come up with something.
Fair enough. And I guess we'll continue to walk on.
Okay. Eventually, you reach the docks. Habaru, everything in you telling you this is a bad idea. As the mist rolls over the harbour and drifts between the ships. The night is dark, but there is the glowing orange and pink light from the from all of the fluorescence and the flashing billboard signs, and the place during the day looks a little dingy, but at night it comes alive with colour. Underpinned beneath it all, this hum of electricity and bursts of ads and songs. You hear a low, sonorous rumble of just humming, just
Yeah. How bright is it out? Not very bright.
It's when you're walking around in like the cyberpunk game and the lights are making it orange. It's not particularly great light, but it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like just vague harbor crap on the ground that I can pick up and just cast a light on so that I have like a torch?
Yeah, you pick up a discarded fish hook.
All right. Do you need the spell description of light? Or are you good?
Nah.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, I'll just cast light on just any inane object and get a 20-foot radius of light so that we can see clearly around us.
Part of me's like, you pick up a
And-
cigarette, but
Still
I'm
lit.
going to cast detect poison and disease.
whatever Richard Feynman is holding.
It's got poison and disease on it.
Yeah, basically, I can sense the presence of poisonous creatures, and disease within 30 feet of me. I can also
So if-
identify the kind of poisonous creature or disease.
Yep.
Wait, as an aside though, if you notice, I'm actually not holding this. I am for background context, it's an invisible mage hand, but I am effectively using the force like a Jedi to like fucking levitate it above us.
Cool.
Yeah. A U-leaf. Oh my god.
What?
Clint's character from the Monday game is called You, like the tree. Just it's caused in the one session he's played as this character, he's caused intense scarring. Within 30 feet of you. Not within 30 feet yet. But you can judge that the chanting. You've heard similar things before in the Myconid rings from back home. They seem to be summoning something.
So if this is concentration for up to 10 minutes, can she just walk and concentrate on this? Or...
Yeah.
So you can keep it up as we go, so you'll know once it hits within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And as a hypothetical, if there were like a mycelium mist, would that count as poison or disease?
It would count as a poison.
Okay, I was curious at the
As long
mechanics
as
of
it
it.
was actually, as long as it was actually poisonous.
Yeah.
Cool.
Warlock can see to 120 feet too.
You can indeed. But you can't see through
dark.
ships.
No.
No. Unless
Or
you
can I?
Oh, can you? Not yet, but with enough upgrades. Just get you one of those scanners. An X-ray machine
Yep.
inside you. You guys can, you can hear the sound of chanting. You know they're down here. You know they're summoning something.
Alright, I'll walk towards it.
Wicked will go ahead and try to take the lead since she has a bit more experience in this.
Okay. As you creep along the wharf, you can feel that the child on your shoulders is starting to squirm. Your hand on his little leg, you can feel something under your hand, Richard.
Ew.
As it's
What's he doing?
You can feel that his pants are starting to feel
Pooping?
damp as you can feel his flesh starting to bubble and warp.
Oh, I'm gonna drop that child.
Yeet.
Right on the ground.
on my shoulder!
I will say aloud, he's
Yup,
peeing on
here.
me.
As you drop the child, I'm assuming just hard.
Yeah, no, he's peeing on me. And
Oh.
As you put him down, you can see that his brown mushroom cap, the whole underside of it has turned black and slimy, and it's starting to drip down onto his body as his flesh is starting to bubble and ripple.
oh, it must be some sort of fungicide.
Is this proccing my poison and disease?
It is.
Is it on me?
It is not on you. You recognize the black
What's
ink.
happening?
You recognize the black ink, Wicked, as whatever has happened to this child, he has started to go full ink cap.
Ink cap.
Yes.
Now, pretend for a moment that I have no idea what that is.
Pretend for a moment. Okay, so ink cap is a type of is
Above
specific.
game.
Ink cap is a specific type of mushroom. This child is not a myconid of that type, but what ink caps do, they are a real mushroom. That as they start to erode, their cap turns black and inky, and you can actually use it to make ink and stuff. But basically, it turns slime and it starts to dissolve.
Right.
This child is at the moment looking like he is covered in this black demonic ink. It's coming from his eye sockets, his mouth. All of his skin is starting to warp and bubble and ripple. As his mouth is opening, you can see all of his teeth and gums are just stained black.
Alright, I'm gonna use my mage hand and I'm going to push him into the water so I don't have to look at that shit any longer.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
It just seemed-
fucking! Oh, we have to help the child. Immediately pushes him into the dock. Are you fucking kidding me, Richard Feynman?
I literally, and this is in character, that child's a goner. Just into the water.
I turn around and I immediately start walking away. I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
Does it seem like
Has the child reached puberty?
I think so, and I think these particular mushrooms become seafaring.
Why did you?
Once they reach puberty.
Feynman,
Hold
How
on
dare
a
you bring
second.
us here?
Now that the kid's gone though, everything else seems fine.
No, hold on. I
There's
don't think you can. I don't think you can push that much weight. Anyway.
He's a child, literally a child.
He's a child. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, I think I can push him.
The child was
5
reaching,
feet.
and this is the thing, the child was reaching for Feynman, as Feynman's just like, nope, and just kicks him into the water. You hear a
Oh,
as he splashes into the water, and a soft bubble sound as the child vanishes into the depths, merging with the blackness below the surface.
I'll just turn to Wicked and
Now,
be like,
what-
good thing mushrooms don't have feelings, eh?
now what just happened to that kid was a very bad thing, right?
Yes. He
Sure,
was
it's
covered
fine.
in poison.
Got it.
The ocean solves all.
Well, actually, no.
Solves my current problem.
We are leaving. We are leaving right now.
But they're summoning something over there. That could be terrible.
Hey, 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 they're private citizens. They get to practice their religion however they want.
That is true.
During this time, Warlock is actually activating his language circuits and basically is ritual casting comprehend languages.
Okay. As you span that, we will take the whole. It takes 10 minutes for you to do this. So as you are doing that, this is where we're going to end tonight's session. So please make a note that you have, when we start next session, you have comprehend languages up. So,
Okay.
yep.
Wow.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
All right.
That is not where
I thought you would have gone with the cliffhanger of him saying one word that I can understand.
No, you can figure it.
Damn it.
Because this also gives me time to figure out exactly what they're going to say to make it most creepy. So, with that all in mind, everyone, thank you for joining us for Equinox. It is always wonderful to have you here, and we hope you join us next week to find out what happened to the child. With that being said, I hope you drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, look after yourselves for the course of the week, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. See you later, guys.
Stay away from mushrooms.
Bye.
Stay away from the mushrooms.